Heart I have but one desire, and that one is you.
No, we've not broadcasted it.
All right.
Have you seen Oscar nominations?
No.
Get Out's got a few.
Oh, you mean who won? Oh, no, because I'm thinking of BAFTAs. Sorry. Yeah.
No, I did say Oscars
Daniel-
straight to your face.
Yeah.
I said it
I'm thinking
literally
of
in both
BAFTAs.
ears.
I said I'm thinking of BAFTAs. Not the fact that you said it. Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya won a BAFTA, didn't he? for
Who's that?
The main guy.
Oh, right. I never knew his name.
Yeah, I didn't tell you we were on Graham Norton the other week.
Oh,
Seems
I love
sound-
Graham Norton as well. I didn't even watch
He
that.
seems sound nice. He's like a regular guy.
If, do you watch Black Mirror?
No.
Like one of the very first episodes he's in,
Yeah.
and he plays someone who's in like a world, but it's like I don't know. It's all like it's like underground, and it's like in like a little like rooms and stuff like that. And you wake up one morning, and you get currency by going on these exercise bikes and watching these like TVs and doing different activities on TV. And you just pedal all day, and you get currency worth, and then you can go to this vendor and like get an apple out of it and stuff. And it's weird, and then you build up points and reputations just by pedaling. And you can become like stars by ender it and stuff like that. And he starts to fall in love with this girl who wants to be a singer, and he's got like, enough points because his like brother died a while ago or something, and like passed his points on to him. And so he gave his points to her to become a singer, to use them, like spend them all. And she's very good at singing, but she's like good looking as well. But she's singing like something like quite boring. And like the judges are like, yeah, if you take all your clothes off and you go in this porn video instead and stuff like that, you can make a good career out of it and stuff like that, but you're not going to be a singer. So she ends up like, I think she ends up doing it, something like that. But then they like advertise it morning when you wake up. It comes up with advertisements for like porn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up in the morning and she's on the advertisement, and you have to pay to skip the advert.
Yeah.
But he's got no money left to send it all to her.
Oh.
So he can't skip the advert, and it's covered in his walls, and he tries to shut his eyes like that, and it pauses, and he goes like that again, it comes back on.
Oh no, that is
I know, it's horrible, isn't it?
That is horrible. Wow.
It's proper dark.
Yeah, I've
It's
heard
so
a lot
dark.
about Black Mirror. Oh, like.
And then
it messes with
and then
your
they're all like an hour each as well, and then he basically gets back on bike again, and he just saves up for ages, and he takes other people's scraps of food and stuff like that to try and save money. And he earns enough money to go on that talent show again to like be a singer or whatever, but he learns how to dance, but he does the worst dancing in the world, and it's so weird when you watch him dance because it's so shit. And then out of nowhere he gets like a piece of broken glass, and he puts it to his neck like that, and he starts threatening all judges and stuff. And like the way he's talking, he acts right well when he's doing it, but they like take it as a performance offer him, the way he's talking to him like that, and saying, oh, we've got a show for you. And then at the end it like blacks out and it fades back in, and he's doing a show like that, like doing like inspirational quotes and stuff like that with that piece of glass to his neck. And then it zooms out and the guy's on the bike watching him, and then it ends like that.
That's weird.
It's so weird. It is so weird.
That's how I've read a lot about it, how it just messes with your head.
So good, man. That's just one episode,
Yeah.
and every single one's completely different. You can go in and watch halfway through season 2, and it doesn't matter. There's like somewhat they've chosen like if you watch like Rooster Teeth podcast, they pick out like the best ones they think, and I haven't watched them yet, but you can just go straight to them ones and watch them.
I feel like that downsizing film kind of looks like an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I mean?
It's got more of a comedy side to that though, isn't it? I think so.
Yeah. I've heard that film's wank, by the way. I wanted to watch it, but I've heard it's
I'll just watch it anyway.
terrible. I do want to watch it.
It's that different. I mean,
but I'm not a fan of Matt Damon, really.
You know, he's good in Martian.
He's good in... Yeah,
Really good in
he is
Martian.
good in Martian.
You watched that with me.
Yeah. He's
Really
in
good.
Martian. But I've heard that film is terrible.
I mean, how can you make a film like that good? It's so weird.
I still think
it's so foreign.
it's still interesting, though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just one of the things I've always liked. Like when you were younger and you used to look at your toys. Like, did you ever never have like a little set of houses and stuff as toys, and you used to think, oh, I wish I was small Exactly.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? It plays on that
I used
sort
to
of
have,
thing.
you know Thunderbirds?
Yeah.
I used to have the Tracy Island.
Mm.
Do you know that?
Yeah,
The Tracy
you
Island,
told me.
it's got the little pool with the Thunderbird 1 what comes out of that.
Yeah.
There's like the beer bit what Thunderbird 2 comes out and stuff. But I used to have little green army men. And I used to put them on top of that pool, and there used to be a little switch to... and they used to fall into pool and stuff like that, just pretending they were like lifelike and stuff. But this island, man, it was big. It was like 4 foot across.
That's how I mean. My sister used to have like sets of dolls' houses. Obviously, she's a couple of years older than me. So when she stopped playing with them, I used to have one of them carpets that laid out like a sitter. I used to have rows of carpets.
Oh,
I had one of them.
Like every kid's sort of like...
I had one of them, and I used to use like the houses as like places on the map. I used to play with it and think, fuck it, I wish I was small, just so I could. I don't know, it plays on that sort of thing from when you were a kid, innit?
I know what you mean.
And when I was watching it, I thought, that's interesting. Just like the fact that there's a massive bottle of Absolute vodka. Have you seen that in the trailer?
Is there?
Yeah,
no,
in the middle of the mini city, it's like a full-size bottle of Absolute vodka, and it's just got a tiny tap on it, and they keep filling.
Oh no, I have. I thought we just bought them. I didn't know it was vodka.
Yeah.
The only bit I've seen that bit. I've seen a bit where I think they're in like a bus or something, and they're traveling, and they're in like a little cage or something like that, or like a little container. Yeah, he's just talking to him.
Yeah.
I don't get the reason why they want it to be small, to save...
It's because your money in your real life is times by loads. I think they were having money troubles, and they say your money if you're miniature obviously lasts so much longer.
Right, yeah, so you could buy like food and it'd last forever, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Because you wouldn't be eating as much. You could spend $3 and it'd last you a year.
She says to him, if you go into this downsizing program and live in the neighbourhood of all the other small people, you'll be millionaires. So... But then, from what I've seen in the trailer, his wife don't go through it, and then he's stuck on it.
Doesn't it cost loads to get that procedure done? It seems like it would, wouldn't it?
In America, probably.
I don't know. It's so
I mean, if you get charged nearly
thought of
a
that?
million, if you get charged like $500,000 to just cure cancer,
Who directed it?
I don't know.
I'll have a look now.
Right, you want me to cure your cancer? Give me $500,000. What's that? You want to become miniature on benefits from National Health Service? Yeah, that's free.
It's got a 5.7 on IMDb, which isn't the worst rating in the world.
Yeah. I can't remember why I was listening to
51 on Rotten Tomatoes. 4 out of 5 on Empire. I don't know what's up with them. They always give everything good ratings. What I've looked at.
Because they're stupid.
It's
Hey, you stupid.
directed by Alexander Payne.
Hey, you stupid.
Alexander Payne is 57 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's directed... He didn't direct, but he was the writer for Jurassic Park 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's directed a few things, but I've never heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
He was a writer for I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Mm-hmm. I love that film.
The Descendants, he directed. A few things he directed, but nothing I know. There's a good film that I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
So funny. Hi. I don't think you could take a little man. Hi.
Old as shit now, aren't they, them lot?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Rock. He's got a new stand-up.
Yeah, I watched it. I don't know. I'm not too mad about it.
You have watched it, though?
Yeah, it's
I
alright.
fucking love it, mate.
It's alright.
He's so open about himself, in it.
Yeah, it seems a lot more relatable than before.
Yeah, about his like divorce and everything like that, and whatever. I thought your character looks a lot like mine.
I can't bear to listen to him. Well, it's not I can't bear. I can't listen to him and then not think it's Zebra from Madagascar.
Really?
Yeah. Just like I'll find myself watching him. I'll be like,
Is that when you first heard it?
And then I'll just start thinking of Madagascar.
What was his name in Madagascar? The zebra's name. Do you not remember?
No. Do you know?
No, I never really watched it. I've watched like a bit of the first one. I miss playing this game.
I can't remember. Oh, right now. What is his name?
I'll have to look
It was just a stupid name, I think.
Zen.
Like a typical. When you find out, just tell me the first letter.
Okay.
But you think it begins with L or something like that?
Let's just come up with the place. Right, N begins with.
Marty.
Yeah, there you go.
As soon as you said it, I remembered.
Ben Stiller's in that as well.
Yeah. Plays the lion.
David Schwimmer.
Plays the giraffe.
You need to watch. Did you ever watch that OJ Made in America?
OJ Made in America.
Made in America, OJ. OJ Made in America, America, OJ.
As in, wait.
The documentary. It's like a 5-part documentary.
About OJ Simpson.
Yeah, about like the start of his like career.
Yeah.
Like in football, like through college.
Yeah.
That's just like the whole first part, and then he like just how he gets into Hollywood. In other words, how he just becomes famous, and then into like the murders and stuff, and then like the aftermath of the murders, and just everything's just so compact in it all. Even though it's like 5 hours worth, there's so much information in it.
Yeah.
It's so good. I think it won an Oscar for like best documentary at year or something like that.
I were a big fan of the trial of O.J. Simpson.
What, you on about that one with Cuba Gooding Jr.? I watched a bit.
I were a big fan of that.
But like that's all reenactment though.
Oh yeah,
this has got like the whole raw footage in it. It's got 9 out of 10 on IMDb, 96 on Metacritic, and 100 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is that on Netflix?
I don't think so.
How did you watch it? Careful, you're on the internet.
I know. Nah, I don't remember, to be honest. I think I've got it on my computer.
Suspicious.
Man, no, I don't think I have actually.
Yeah. Don't come for me.
This Crazy Taxi got looking better, didn't it?
I know, graphics are sick. Yeah, I saw a lot of bad reviews for that trial of O.J. Simpson. I thought it was good. I thought.
Is it O.J. and the People, or is it called, or something
O.J.
like that?
O.J. Simpson versus the People, isn't it?
Yeah.
People versus O.J. Simpson, isn't it?
How many episodes was that?
10.
They were like an hour each, weren't they?
Yeah, roughly.
I listened to the last podcast about that again.
I just the acting in it is from some of them is really good. Some of them it's poor.
She's in it from
subpar standard.
American Horror Story. I forgot her name. There's a bit in like the Freak Show in American Horror Story, and she plays the woman with 2 heads. She's like the detective.
The main woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the prosecuting head attorney or whatever you want to call her.
I remember in the documentary she had a few things to say.
Yeah.
But it's just weird how every single person who was just involved in that the littlest bit is known today, and some of them still have death threats today because of the verdict and stuff like that. Like obviously it was down to them. Yeah. And like everyone else who was involved, there's people who still get shit for it to this day. Like that guy who that police officer who was like, he had like archive of him being a racist, and he still gets death threats, and he can barely be seen these days.
You know what I found when I watched it? It proper confused me for a while. I mean, I understand it now from a legal point of view, even though it's bullshit, right? But when you watch that, and then they give the verdict saying that
he's not guilty,
the jury has found him innocent.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is it's so bad. Like, you can say a lot of the things about that, and you'll get called a racist. But the fact that it was just mostly black, the jury was mostly black.
It was handpicked by what's his name? Crocker. What's his name?
You mean the defence attorney, the black guy with glasses?
Yeah.
I know you're on about. I forgot his name.
Johnny Crocker or something like that.
Yeah. Cochran.
Johnny Cochran. That's it.
But that it was set up to be like that. Like he knew that.
Well, he just picked the jury himself.
He knew there was racism going on in LAPD.
It was that guy. I keep forgetting these names, man.
Furman, or whatever his name is, the copper.
The footage of that guy who gets beat up by all them white coppers.
Oh,
that was like raw footage at the time. It was like a few years before, but that was on the minds of like America. I forgot his name. I've got freaking internet in my hand, and I'm like, oh my god, what is it?
Well, they always quote in rap songs and that. I forgot his name. Yeah. That it was so set up to be how it were, but then in the end they obviously find him innocent, or not innocent, they say not guilty.
Yeah.
But then at the end of The People versus O.J. Simpson, it says that what was the guy's name we killed?
Oh my god, my mind's gone blank.
He had like a Jewish name then.
Ron Goldman.
Ron Goldman, yeah. So the Goldmans, his dad and his sister, then took it to another court or another sort of legal
He sued him, didn't he? And he got money.
And he sued him because they found him liable for Nicole and Ron Goldman's death.
Yeah.
Basically, they found him guilty.
Yeah.
And he had to pay them like
$30 million.
$30 million, which to this point he's only paid like 500,000.
He that's the reason why he went out to get all that merch, didn't he?
Yeah.
He sold all that merch and he went to go get it back off that collector guy, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then just obviously get his money's worth from it and then sell all that. But that's when he got caught
from trying to nick it from his
arm. And he's holding a gun. He holds a gun up to the. It's in all of that documentary as well, and then he gets arrested for that. But now obviously he's been released now, and he's out and about somewhere.
It's just scary.
Yeah.
How a person can rig the system like that. To
Rodney King.
Yeah. To let a guy who blatantly murdered 2 people.
Yeah, I mean,
in cold blood, because he was a dickhead.
Even if he didn't, he got someone to do it.
Yeah, but the thing was, there was phone recordings.
I'm just saying he is at fault.
This phone recordings are him beating her up.
Yeah,
it's obviously him.
In that documentary, there's instances where he like comes up and he like.
Oh, you must have quit.
She like leaves the house or something like that, Nicole Brown or something.
Yeah.
And then someone else like is on about this, and he said that she told me that she walked out, and he was like stood at the window looking into the house. OJ was, after she got like a restraining order or something like that, or after they split up or whatever. He just scoped her out, like he just stalked her.
Yeah,
just
like
watched her from a close distance.
The prosecuting attorney, the woman, I forgot her name, because there's so many names, because he's got like 5 defense attorneys: Shapiro, Cochran,
Shakira,
Rob Kardashian. That is one thing I love at the end of The People vs. O.J. Simpson. It shows you how from the beginning of the relationship, when Rob was fully committed to defending O.J., right at the end in the last episode, he comes out and the first thing he does is throw a party, and you can tell he's got no remorse, he don't care, he's just happy he's out.
Yeah.
And he's going down the street to his neighbourhood in fucking Beverly Hills, and he's looking round and all the people are saying, "We don't want you here," like chanting, and they've all got like fucking picket signs saying "leave," and he's going, "Didn't they hear? I was found innocent."
Yeah.
Not I am innocent. They found me innocent.
Yeah, yeah.
And but like Kardashian looks at him, because he's been getting suspicious all the way through it, and he looks at him as if to say like, right. And then when he goes in and he sees how he's acting in this party, the Bible that Kardashian gave him before he went into prison, which he then gave Kardashian back, he shouts him, he slams it on the table and says, "I'm done," and then walks out because he knows he's lying. And you're like, no. It's so bad. It is so bad. I was watching it and you laugh now, but at the time, fucking hell.
I know, it's such a scary man.
Yeah. He's fucking huge.
Yeah.
He's huge.
I mean, he's like 70 odd now.
That Chris Darden, I felt so sorry for him watching that OJ versus People, or whatever you call it, because Cochran plays the race card to Darden and says that I don't know what he calls him, but he basically says,
just check recording.
Yeah. He basically says like yeah,
it already ended.
Very good.
We said like an hour and 22 in.
Oh fuck it, we're not even talking about this anyway, so I'll just do it again.
Alright.
Just roll it in.
Yeah, that's true.
But I just, because Cochran says something about him, like how he plays the race card and everything, and then that basically means Darden has to be careful with everything he says for his own safety, as well as the case. Because he knows if he says anything wrong, he'll get more hate than any other racist white guy, because he's a black guy that's against black people in their eyes. Right. So you know what I mean? So in that series, he's trying to watch himself, but also prosecute. I felt so sorry for him. Because like, I always say, like, if you ever watch something that just one person gets you proper angry, where you think, I just love to jump in fucking screen and volley him all over, just kick fuck. That's what it's like when Cochran plays that card. You're like, oh,
yeah, I know, yeah.
Bastard.
I mean, it's just.
He plays dirty. Anything it takes to win, he just did it.
Yeah. I forgot how much he was paying at the time, OJ, like per
A lot.
for each court meeting. It went on for like a year.
Yeah.
And every time he'd get footballs and he'd get photos of himself.
Yeah.
And when he'd leave the courtroom, he'd go and sign them for people and sell them.
Yeah.
And people would buy him. So he was making more money than what he was paying per day or per week. I think he was paying like 50 grand per week for these court orders, but he was making more off merch he was selling after each court meeting. I mean, I'd probably do that.
Yeah.
But it is such a cheeky way to do it. I don't think anyone's done it.
In the series, and I looked into this, apparently it's true. In the series, when he's getting ready to go in for his final hearing and they're going to hear the verdict if he's innocent or guilty or whatever, and they were like shaving and that, he's getting ready, and he's saying how nervous he is, because obviously he knows he's done it. He thinks, well, they're gonna find me guilty, but then the guy who's been guarding him while he's been in this little jail cell says, from what I've heard from my boys down at the court or whatever, you've got no need to be nervous. And he just turned around, right, just surprised, and looks like with a little smirk on his face, and I'm like, how did people fall for this shit? Like, it's thick as fuck, man. It's insane.
I know.
I mean, fair enough, like, they'd never heard of like DNA before, so they were a bit sceptical about it, but come on, man. It's just fucking common sense.
I know. It's just weird how that's probably never going to be answered, that. I mean, if he didn't do it, then who? And I know, but then if he did do it, it's not out there, isn't it? A lot of people think he did, but nothing's set in stone, isn't it?
That's another thing as well. When he's in press conference after, and the DA, District Attorney, and he says to him, so now are you going to concentrate on catching the real killer? And he just looks at him, right angry, but also right upset, because he knows it's not him. But at the same time, you know, what can he do? Yeah, he's either way. He's got to know that he's done it, and then also do nothing about these two murders, because he knows the guy who's done it has got away with it.
Yeah.
And he can't be tried ever again for it.
Did you?
That's what I find fucked up about that system as well. Is he was found innocent once, and because he was found innocent that once in that court of law, he can never be tried for that again. I think if they found if they found new evidence, I think that's the only way he can ever be tried for it again.
Yeah, but they wiped out all the evidence, didn't they, straight away?
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just stupid.
There's that book who's the guy we keep forgetting the name of?
Who?
The boyfriend who got killed.
Oh, Goldman.
His dad, trying to publish that book. But like OJ wrote it, but then he published it, and then there was a line saying, if I was to kill it would mean that I loved it very much, right? I mean, that's an actual bit from the book, isn't it? I mean, how obvious or like how implied can something be more than that?
Stupid, isn't it? It's just fucking stupid.
Like, I wonder what he's up to these days, because he only got let out like less than a year ago. What's he done straight away?
In the series, right? When like it shows you Cuba Gooding Jr. like as OJ acting when he goes on, you can just tell he's broken. Like, I say, he knows he's fucked. He's never gonna have friends again.
Yeah.
I can't remember, like, someone does something, and he says, like, to honour him, like, oh, you should all come round, you guys, and do this and this and that. They all say no. They're at this party because it's a free fucking party, they're getting free beer, but they don't actually want anything to do with him. And then he realises, and then he says to his son, how's about you book me a table at such and such restaurant, like a right posh restaurant?
Yeah.
And he goes, book it for 4, and we'll get the whole shebang, we'll get everything, like full service and everything. His son comes back like 5 minutes later, he's like, yeah, he's refused his. And he's like, oh, well, tell such and such, he knows, you know him, he'll get me special service. He went, yeah, that's who that word want not to do with. And his face just drops. And then I think that's what sent him down, just sent him nuts.
Yeah.
Because like when he thought when he were in that court and they went not guilty, he's like, yes, back to normal life.
Yeah, I know.
No way, mate.
It was just such a divided people, weren't they? Like, I mean, it weren't even between black and white. It was just between people who thought and didn't.
People who knew and people who were stupid.
Yeah.
But it's not even that they were stupid. They were just using it to prove a point.
Or that they were just brainwashed by how charming of a guy he was. Because if you watch the documentary, I'm going to mention it again. But if you just see all the things he did and all the people who, like, he did help and stuff like that, and he was a nice guy at the same time. But that was just a forefront thing. If all this is true about what he's done, that must have all been a forefront because he was just a nice guy at the time, and how kind he was to his fans and everyone like that.
I think the whole people.
So I think all these people who didn't think he did it just believed in that other side of him. And not the fact that they could get past.
I think
this persona he was putting on.
I think Cochran were right. I think the biggest factor in him being found innocent is black people knew how racist LAPD were.
Yeah.
They immediately.
Even to this day, like.
They immediately. It weren't immediate, the fact that black people thought he was innocent. It weren't like that, because that's how it was sometimes put across, like black people were like, oh, he's innocent, they're lying. It was the fact that when they found out that Furman was the copper who was admitted to planting evidence against African Americans before, they were like, well, it's just another case of that. No one's... This is... Do you know what I mean? They were just looking for any excuse. Plus, this is a black guy who's been successful, and, you know, they were thinking it as, oh, these racist guys don't like the fact that this is an African American who's been successful and has got all this money, and they're just trying to bring him down. And they used it, like Cochran used it perfectly, just used it so well. And then to the point, like, even in that series, it shows you real life footage of people in the streets when they're giving the verdict, and it's like a bunch, like a white woman and a white guy, and a guy behind him stood next to two black women, and the black women are like screaming and shouting like yes, yes, like, and clapping, and the white guys are crying. Stood next to him, they're crying, they're upset because he's been found innocent, and it's like, it just confuses me. It really confuses me.
I think I'm not saying like I know these people, but I'm thinking like in that situation, the women, regardless of what race they are, they'd probably be like fangirls of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be like if anyone today, like, I don't know,
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, if he got like accused of killing Selena Gomez or so, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then obviously there'd be some people on his side, wouldn't it? Because he's such a heartthrob to so many people. He's got that sort of same level as OJ did at the time.
Not as big as a deal. He's not murdered nobody. But look at Logan Paul.
True. Yeah.
He did that. Everyone knows it's disgusting.
Yeah, and there's some people who turned a blind eye.
A lot of people forgave him for it.
Yeah, straight away.
And
then he landed himself in shit again.
Yeah, because he was tasing dead animals and shit.
How stupid can you be, man?
He's a fucking idiot.
Have you seen how much money he's got?
He's a fucking idiot. But apparently KSI's fighting him now in a boxing match.
Yeah, but
and I hope KSI just fucking kills him.
I don't think he is, though, because he keeps... Have you seen KSI's videos of like what Logan Paul's saying and what even Jake Paul's saying? And then apparently it's been confirmed now. Really?
This is what Logan Paul's put a video up saying he's fighting him now. It's done. It's a done deal.
Yeah, he's put that up though. Unless KSI puts it up, I'm not going to believe it.
KSI put a video up about a week and a half ago. He said, "Look, it's not a done deal yet." He said, "But at the minute it looks like I'm fighting Logan Paul." He said, "But you guys know what he's like.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna confirm it." And then about 2 days ago, Logan Paul put a video up saying it's basically done. Right. He is fighting KSI, and
I hope he's telling truth. Not the fact that I want to see it, but I just hope he's telling the fucking truth, because it's been going on. It's been going on for a while. That of him just saying, "Yeah, I'll knock you out," blah 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 blah, and then he just goes back on himself, and he don't say that he don't want to. He keeps coming out with the stuff saying, "Oh, it's just not even worth it," and blah blah blah.
I want it to happen, and I want KSI to fucking kill him.
I do.
I just want him to batter him all over.
Yeah.
And then I want him to fight his little brother and all, because Jake Paul's a fucking dickhead and all.
Yeah, it's so true.
That whole family's just a bunch of wankers.
All the Pauls.
I swear down.
Have you seen them videos of their dad?
Yeah, when he kisses that girl blindfolded.
Yes.
It's disgusting.
Oh my god, my skin is
so disgusting, man.
Fucking hell, my skin crawled a mile.
Is that not sexual assault in some way?
It is, yeah. I mean, but it was... Everyone knew what they were doing, didn't they?
She didn't. She was blindfolded.
Weren't he blindfolded?
No, he wasn't.
She was. Yeah, and she had to guess who he was. Oh, yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Making out that.
No, I remember watching it now.
I don't know if it were Logan Paul or Jake Paul's video. One of them, and they were acting like it were going to be either one of Paul brothers or one of their mates who were making out with her, and she had to guess what it were. And it's a fucking 50-year-old guy who she makes out. It's fucking disgusting.
His fucking dad.
Mate, I'd hate. Do you know if that were my dad and he was creeping fucking just.
The fact is, he didn't go in for one peck. He goes like it's proper. He goes in for like 3 or 4.
Like a proper pedo
Absolutely
kiss.
disgusting, like his grey beard and stuff.
Proper pedo kiss, mate. It's fucking nasty.
He's like his smile after.
Yeah.
So horrible.
It's so nasty.
I don't believe shit like that. I can't believe I watched it. I mean, there's some shit I've seen before, but that.
Do you know what? Like, I look at him and I hate him. He's a knobhead. But I hate the people that support him more.
Yeah.
He's doing what he's doing to make money.
Yeah. There's people who are pure brainwashed to him.
But there are people
who don't even think twice about supporting him.
Yeah, it's just stupid, mate. Like, I don't know if you watch Philip DeFranco much.
No.
That is where I watch all my news for YouTube because he's the most unbiased guy. He really is.
Right. I don't even know what he looks like.
Impartial. Just a generic white American guy. Like,
yeah.
He's not really got like features that I can.
I'll look him up anyway.
He's been on YouTube for like 11 years now, and he's one of like the OG YouTubers. He's been around from the very beginning.
Oh, I know him.
And he's just all his news is impartial, and he just like even he slagged Logan Paul off a lot. But even he said, look, this is not me saying I want him kicked off of YouTube. This is just me saying I want YouTube to do something about it.
Yeah. And
they didn't really. Until everyone kicked off and forced YouTube's hand, they didn't do nothing. But I don't know. It's just a bunch of fucking dickheads, both of them. I swear down, like, assholes. Like, they've been given a platform that so many other people would do anything for. Like, look at the life they've been given. And they use it by being absolute wankers. Dickheads,
I mean,
man.
it's what people like. Me and you don't want to watch it, but it's what a lot of people want to watch. They want to watch people do pranks. They want to watch them like be rude in public. It's controversial. It's what catches people's eye, doesn't it? I mean, it's not many people are doing that, but the people who do it, they get known. I don't know anyone who's trying to do that who's doing a shit job.
Yeah, but even so. I'm
not saying it's the right thing to do, but it's obviously not.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you
people like wrong stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Jackass.
It's like taboo, innit?
Yeah, I love Jackass. Me, they do stupid shit. They are like stupid people.
Yes, but that's completely different to me because they're consenting to their own suffering. They know what they're getting paid for.
That's very true.
So it's a bunch of people where they're like, right, we're gonna fuck each other up.
Yeah.
We all agree and we're all going to get paid for it. Where he's making other people suffer, he's making money off it, and then the other people that are suffering have nothing for it.
Have you seen all them videos what was like why I left
Team 10?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I said to you, I watch a lot of dance videos like Wildebeest and that on YouTube, and I've been looking at this last. I never knew her name because they don't like tag people in videos. I'm like, yo,
it was that Tessa Brooks,
so
is it?
fit. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, she's so good. Like,
by the way, how
very
old
good
is she?
dancer and everything. I don't know. Right. I'm assuming she's of age. If she's not, I'm gonna be very, 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 very shocked. But I was just like, wow, she's so fit. And then I found out she was in Team 10, and I was like, ugh.
She's 18. It's all good. She's 18.
Yeah, and I was just when I found out she's in Team 10, I was like, don't get me wrong, like I still think she's fit, but just.
Is she still in it?
No, she left now.
Oh right. Was she one of the people who got fed up and then like quit,
know.
or did she like, oh, I'm moving on? Or
they kind of shit on her, but then when I watched the video, when I figured out it were her, the only reason I figured out it were her because it said Tessa Brooks why I left Team 10. I'm like, is that her?
Do you know the Everyday Bro video?
She's in it. She raps in it.
Yeah, she is. She does rap in it. There's
that made me cringe so fucking hard.
Two more people what left Team 10 what are in that video. What not a lot of people talk about are the two Italian brothers.
Yeah, or Mexican, you mean?
Oh, Mexican, sorry. Yeah. Shows you how much I know. Yeah, the Mexican. Yeah, that does make a lot of sense actually because I watched a video of why they left. I only watched bits and bits, but
he kept calling them beaners.
Yeah. Kept being racist to him and everything like that, and they just didn't like it, which is obviously fair enough. I mean, they left because of it.
Yeah, that one Philip DeFranco.
I don't know if there's the one where he had a girlfriend. I forgot her name. She made a full video. I watched every single bit of that video.
That fucking music video where Logan Paul kisses Jake Paul's ex-girlfriend.
That's it. Yeah, that's
so pathetic. It's like really.
He didn't even properly kiss her though. Like just fades out just before, doesn't it?
Have you seen that video that Jake Paul posted of Logan Paul when he used to be a goth?
No.
Look that up on internet, mate. You will laugh your tits off about fucking gourmet and ugly and weird and fucking That's why they fell out. That's why he did that, because he posted that photo of him, mate. He looks like he's got the weirdest face.
That?
Yeah.
What? God, he has got a weird face.
Thank you.
What happened to his face?
Fuck knows, mate.
It looks better now.
It's the same face. He's just not got that hair and everything.
Yeah, but his nose is way better now.
It's weird, isn't it? It knocked me back a bit when I looked at that first time. I was like, oh.
That is. It's got like a.
It's like a Marilyn Manson's. It's like if you grabbed Marilyn Manson by nostrils and pulled it right.
Yeah, he's got like a meter long
forward.
face.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's strange.
But yeah.
That's another thing. KSI, man, he started with a bit of the controversial stuff.
Yeah, with like all the motorboating thing.
Yeah, and
he got banned from that, didn't
Kiss Me and all that shit in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
streets. And I was watching some of them over there, and even watching it now, and I'm a fan of KSI, I was watching it and I was like, oh.
Yeah, there's one where he watched a video back of him motorboating that woman, and he just says like, I was such a prick, how did I get away with this shit? And obviously he's grown up with it.
Yeah.
He knows who he is now and where his feet are planted. These two are still way up in the clouds,
That's
these
the
Pauls.
That's the thing.
But the thing is, Logan Paul, the older brother, he's same age as you and me. He's like 22, 23.
Yeah.
He looks way older. He looks about 26 or something.
Yeah, he does.
But yeah, I think we might have to end it here, man.
Yeah, man, whatever. Go for it, bro.
You carry on playing this, because we'll carry it on into that. You get me?
What do you mean?
Because that's 20 minutes out of that, because that stopped recording, didn't it?
Oh, right, yeah, no worries.
Alright, we'll end it there.
Alright.
I'm really proud of this podcast. I'd like to thank everyone who gave me a voice.
I want to thank OJ for killing them.
yeah, you've given it actual coverage. It's like 23 years late, but there you go.
And the Paul brothers for being absolute dickheads and giving us content.
Big up KSI.